With blood and rage of crimson red, ripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all. That is your fate.
This is Red Lantern Russell from
Tomes of Evil,
and you're listening to Sector 2814, a Green Lantern podcast.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Core, it is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of Sleeping with his eyes open, it is. Back on it.
This is Magdalene. It's hard.
See?
I was too tuned into the background music.
40 people can sleep with his eyes open. What is that body doing? Hello, Russell. Greetings from Sector 666. All right, so what's new?
Nothing too new for me. I haven't read the newest issue of Green Lantern because I haven't finished Mosaic. So and I haven't watched the new Loki episode, and I haven't seen Black Widow. So I'm in terms of like all the hot topics to chat about, I can go take a break for 5 minutes and come back. But
The only thing on that list that I've done is actually see the latest episode of Loki. So I haven't seen Black Widow or the latest issue of Green Lantern either.
yeah,
I did see Black Widow. It's good. So yes, when you have time, it's worth a watch. Yeah. Lil Hellfire, get Macona 100 cc's of caffeine stat.
I had some caffeine today. I don't know if it worked though. I had an extra espresso shot in a black iced coffee in the afternoon even, and I'm dragging. I don't know.
He's like, was that today?
I need some Florida. I need some Florida bath salts, Lilith.
Oh. Oh my. But yeah, Green Lantern. Black Widow, yeah, definitely worth a watch.
How did you experience it?
We actually went to the theater.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't.
Was it packed, or did you go?
We went at 11:30 in the morning, and there was a decent crowd for 11:30 in the morning. So I think everyone was, itching to get out. But
This is what, Saturday?
Yeah,
Sunday?
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday morning.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, do you see? I guess they said Black Widow broke the pandemic record and made beat all other movies in the COVID era.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So sorry, Lil, suck it, Fast and Furious.
I mean, you know what? The day that it came out, Friday, was a big hurricane in these parts, in the coast of Massachusetts. So they canceled work for me, and because I'm a tour guide and we go on the water, so I could be safe. So I knew I could go to a movie, and I was up in the air, between Black Widow and I also wanted to see A Quiet Place 2, but schedule-wise, there were 2 seats right in front of the screen left for Black Widow, and that was it. So we liked to see A Quiet Place 2 because it had been in theaters for a while. So we went and saw that. And then today I found out that it is now streaming on Paramount Plus. So if I didn't, I could have just watched it at home. But it was cool to see in the theater. It's a good movie for that.
I was gonna say, you watch Black Widow at home, you're just gonna pay an extra.
I know, and I
$30.
probably will. It's funny because we bought, or my wife rather, bought a large popcorn container of Black Widow, which we were eating out of during a quiet place too. Quietly eating popcorn, I was trying to crunch it with my tongue so as to not make noise. But
you see what movie the new parents go to see? Will A Quiet Place?
Yeah, that's totally in character. Yes.
Yeah, did not fall asleep. I don't trust myself with those recliner chairs. I never put my feet up or lean back because that's just you could waste $25 or something. Take an expensive nap.
But a very comfortable one, right?
Yeah.
Did you take?
I always prefer the crappy old theater chairs.
I know.
Kid kicking me in the back the whole time.
We went to a different.
Keeping me awake. That's good. I'll pay extra for that. You got to hire someone.
Yeah, we went to a different theater because the one we usually go to is closed. And yeah, they had comfy they weren't recliners, but they were these nice leather seats. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
At least it was early enough. I wasn't gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah. So did you take the baby?
The baby did not go. Okay. My mother-in-law is visiting for a month, so
okay, that's
one of the reasons I'm so tired is because she's here all the time. I'm working quite often, so that's taking a cumulative effect on my brain and voice and knowledge of what is going on in the world. So
that's good. Well, that's good. The baby didn't go, so Shelly the dog did not feel left out.
Right. She stayed at home.
So can you give us a non-spoilery impression of Green Lantern 4?
It was, let me see, it was good. Like I said, there was a real quick page or two in the beginning where, we see John was unconscious, and I don't know if he was dreaming or recollecting having a conversation with Ganthet right after Emerald Twilight, Will, dealing with the you-know-what at the end of Mosaic, so.
Okay, interesting.
Said, yeah.
Very interesting. Oh, speaking of, on the crawl, you've got us as Mosaic, not just regular Green Lantern.
Darn it. Sometimes if I don't save it right, it defaults. Alright. Will's not perfect, Will.
Yes, you are, man. You do all this. You do all this stuff. You're like... You just want to see if we're paying attention. You meant to do that.
It's 37. I thought there was 18 issues of Mosaic. So what's up with you, Will? Watch anything new? Read anything new?
We've been watching Leverage Redemption. We're fans of the old Leverage show when it was out. And it's been good. Loki's been good. I'm not going to talk spoilers or anything.
Oh yeah, did you watch episode 5?
Yeah, and we'll definitely watch the finale tomorrow at some point. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Trying to think of what else.
I did watch all of Invincible, by the way. I know that you guys had talked about that some months ago.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, and it's great.
So now you understand the meme of Omni-Man standing there going, thanks.
Oh, man.
What a bad dad.
I had not read the comics prior to watching the show, but then I have torn through quite a few since then. And I like the way... I mean, it's kind of cool, to have watched it, to go back and read the comics and okay, so they saved some stuff, they moved some things around, but it's and obviously they made some aesthetic changes as well. But yeah, it's funny. It's you like the characters, and boy, is it harsh in some ways too. Just brutal.
Oh yeah, I like the animation. It kind of looks like the comics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shut up, Will. You're talking too much tonight.
I'm tired. I'm not as tired as Matt, but I'm tired.
Me too. Me too. You want to hear this? My work decided to do summer hours until the beginning of September. So now I have to go into work an hour early, which, yeah, kids, not 6:45 in the morning, 5:45 in the morning, Monday through Thursday. But then Friday I get out at like 9:45. So yeah, I'll be home by like 10:30 on every Friday for the next couple weeks.
Wait. You lost me after that. There's a 5:45 in the morning? Really? Are you sure about that?
I was like, that's my bedtime. Yeah, it sucks, but yeah, on Fridays I'll be out by only work 4 hours and be home by 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, this week I'm going to come home, nap, and do some yard work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. All right, you know what? I'm going to do this now instead of waiting till the end. I got a message. I think it's aimed towards one of you, but it's only a minute long. I don't think it has to do with the actual issue. So here, let me play this. Someone sent me a video, but it wasn't playing through the soundboard. You know who? So here, let me play this real quick. I didn't even listen to it, but it's only like a minute long.
Sup, Green Lantern gang. I don't mean to get your hopes up, because I'm not going to review Green Lantern 37 nor Guy Gardner number 5 through 7. Yeah, okay. What I am here to talk about, though, is this. Green Lantern Funko Pop 3-pack featuring Guy Gardner, Chip, and Kilowog.
Oh.
Like, the only way to sell Guy Gardner in a Funko Pop is a 3-pack? Really? And this literally spent $24 on it on Amazon, worth $14 on the Funko app. That's what it's evaluated at. 3 Funko Pops, $14. It's because of Guy Gardner. If it was just Kilowog and Chip, easily $30. Guy Gardner brings down the property value. And that's all I have to say. Just a little comedy from your girl Lilith Hellfire. Later, guys.
Bravo.
Nice, bravo.
Wow. I thought actual Green Lantern content, I thought there was just going to be like a full minute of Sakakonas, singing aria or something. Sakakona, Sakakona.
I'm going to Amazon to look that up right now.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah, it's Chip, Guy Gardner, and Kilowog. Yeah,
Man,
That's cool.
if it was just like 57 little chips, like the previous mosaic, that'd be kind of cool.
nice.
Nice.
Oh man.
All right.
Green Lantern. Those actually do look really cool. I mean, nice find, Will.
It's
Nice find.
It's even bowl cut Guy Gardner, right?
Yeah.
All right. So should we get to these issues?
Let's do it.
I know you're chomping at the bit, Lilith Hellfire. Right. I love it. She's like, no way in hell. Okay. Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner. She's like, hell no. All right. So I guess we'll start with Green Lantern 37 from March 1993. 1994, fast approaching.
It is indeed.
Writer, he will not be named. Penciler, Mark Badger. Inker, Romeo Tangle. Colorist, Anthony Tullen. Letterer, Albert Guzman. Editors, Kevin Dooley and Eddie Berganza. So basically the same crew except for the penciler.
Mm-hmm.
The final game of the year. Yeah, like I said, big synopsis here. Hal Jordan, Pieface, and Guy Gardner go to the Super Bowl, which is interrupted by supernatural creatures. Boom! Mic drop.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's
At least they could use the Super Bowl in the recap when that's prohibited in advertisement. You got to pay big money, so you always hear the get your bag of chips for the big game this weekend.
I mean, that synopsis.
Oh, we all know.
It took like 10 seconds to write that synopsis. I'm like, who wrote that? Lilith Hellfire?
Suck it, Kona.
Yeah, I mean, a Kilowog Funko Pop could have written a better synopsis than that.
Bittersweet. Yeah, I mean, so you want to talk about some of these editor's notes here, Will? Because this is
this is hardcore. I mean, this is like editor's note nirvana in this issue. Okay, I mean, what are there, like 7?
Well, on page 2 we got at least 3. 2 dealing with the third law, which we covered like 2 weeks ago or something. And then
but there's a bunch in Guy Gardner too. That's what I'm thinking of because they talk about Goldface's origin. But yeah, this show is talking about a lot of comics with a lot of editor's notes in it, which is really kind of cool.
And then Hal's talking about the return of Barry Allen, which we'll get to in a few weeks here. Note the quotation marks, kids. Barry Allen.
It's so Barry Allen. I mean, they would never bring him back after he sacrificed himself in Crisis. That just would never happen.
Mark Waid wouldn't trick us, would he? Oh, hey, if anyone has any Mark Waid questions, let me know. Lilith and I are going to talk to him on Monday.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Mostly about his Flash stuff, but yeah. So I'll be like, how dare you trick us with that Barry Allen? So what did you think of this art, Will? Good, Hal, Jordan?
Mark Badger is very stylized, and I tend to have a preference for a cleaner, slicker sci-fi art for Green Lantern, but he can tell a story, so it's fine. It's just not necessarily what I prefer.
Yeah. I thought that the art was not. I don't know. I think for this type of issue, it was fine because the story is kind of goofy in a way, so it almost kind of fits with that.
Not a serious hard hitting story like last month's Dr. Light Christmas story.
Yeah, like the Christmas specials. it just seems like he went out of his way to really not draw background stuff, even like the crowds. There's a lot of I don't know. Some of it just seems like a little rough. I thought the demons there, the dragons and stuff, were cool, but the action sequences were all right, and it's tough to get, I guess, to draw sports, but you gotta have the fast moving lines behind them and all that. I don't know. I think I warmed up to it, although there is like Guy Gardner is depicted a little bit oddly, especially like on the last page. He almost looks like he looks like the pimple faced guy from The Simpsons with the cracked voice a little bit. He's just floating in his jacket. Like, well, listen, Hal, I'm putting on,
And it's so weird. It seems like almost like a fill-in issue, but it's the regular writer. It's
I know.
Yeah. But for him, we've talked in the past about how big his plate is. So it's almost like he was doing a fill-in for himself.
Yeah, I mean, that's something. That's something that I kind of. It feels like Green Lantern should be the most important book, right? Because it's the standard bearer, right? It's the one. It's Green Lantern, but since the road back, even, or they launched Mosaic from it, they launched Guy Gardner from it. It just hasn't. It's not a must read, right? It just seems like stuff happens in it. It's not. It's not the focus. I wish it was.
It just seems weird because it almost seems like stuff's coming because the next issue, which we'll get to in a few weeks here, like 38 and 39, he kind of seemed to get back on track, but then for a few months it seems like it's going somewhere. Then all of a sudden, I'll tell you when we hit the point. There's a certain point they hit where it's just like, oh wait, did they get the news about Emerald Twilight? And it's coming.
Somebody didn't get the news. Lots of somebodies didn't get the news, probably.
And then Guy shows up with a runway model.
Yeah.
Yes. Who was immediately doubted for arguing a runway model. I've never seen you on a runway.
Yeah, on Hal's runway. Because of you.
Lacey Lovitz.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, was someone looking for an excuse to do a football or a Super Bowl issue?
And this is weird. It's almost like, I'm not much of a sports fan, but it's almost like, hey, this is a caricature of what I think a sports fan should look like, and what a game should be about. Because he kind of did the same thing with baseball. There was baseball showed up earlier, and it just seems off.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with how like in sports, but I mean, this issue almost could have seemed like it should have been like a Guy Gardner issue, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I buy it more from him, especially was he at college?
He's a linebacker, yeah, All-American. Yeah.
And Hal basically not wanting to talk to Carol, so he goes to a football game, just seems I don't know what it seems. It seems nuts. Is what it seems.
Oh, the big plot point we got at the beginning, Pieface is buying into the air taxi business.
Mm-hmm.
Can be a partner.
I guess he'll take it over post Emerald Twilight, perhaps.
Last man standing. Him and Carol. But yeah, I mean, this whole issue's just weird because it's like, we got to let one side win over the other, or else the demons are gonna get all powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the editor's note. Green Lantern was at 116 when Guy Gardner was in a coma and his mind was in another dimension. Sep-Olu? Yeah, Guy beat him, but it cut off enough of his power to trap them behind these dimensional walls. So yeah, so they're just like fighting these demons on the football field. Listen to that excitement, kids.
Yes. The crowd goes wild. Sorry.
Yeah.
The guy's just like... the guy like rings himself up a football uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he makes himself a yellow uniform with pads, though. That was cool.
Yeah, but I see what you mean on that last page, Conan. It's like, where did Guy Gardner's neck go?
Yeah.
Well, barely. And then the most unbelievable thing, they let the Super Bowl end in a tie. Really? I mean, if they didn't want to announce a winner, they could have just said, "Oh yeah, they called the game. We're gonna have to replay it, like next week or something." I would buy that before. Oh no, we're just gonna let the big game of the year, the one we make like billions of dollars off of. Yeah, we're just gonna let that end in a tie.
It's a tie, totally a tie.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna have advertisers screaming for their money back. No,
that would never happen. Totally never happen.
Yeah, when you're charging people like $1 million for a minute or 30 seconds. Yeah, no, they're not.
Yeah, we'll be fine with that. It's totally fine.
Those Budweiser Clydesdales. Yeah, they'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts on this thing?
It's just that the Green Lantern series has been underwhelming for several issues now. I mean,
at least there was it seemed like there was effort on Third Law, but yeah, the Dr. Light one, now this one, like I said, it seems like a fill-in, but it's the regular guy, the regular writer both times.
Yep, exactly.
Not like that guy who's writing Mosaic. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, he's writing that too.
Mm-hmm.
And Wonder Man.
Again, I wonder if they're like in a holding pattern, if they're trying to decide what 50, where they're going for 50.
Could be, yeah. I mean,
maybe he still thinks he's in control. Like I think I was last week, I said, yeah, maybe he's thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do a big Return of Sinestro or something for 50, or
didn't work out that way, did it?
Well, it didn't work out for Sinestro. Wait till we get to further. Thoughts on this, Matt Kona?
The team out, all the Guy Gardner issues, or no, just the football.
Just the 37, yes.
Yeah,
we're not done yet.
I don't know. It was fine. I mean, it didn't really I don't know. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, I guess, but it's very digestible in terms of It's not lingering with me. I'm not thinking about much of it. I didn't feel connected to what it called back to, and it wasn't like a big time payoff for me. It was just kind of silly and kind of funny that superheroes were invited to the Super Bowl to promote it, and it's like one team winning summoned the demon up, and then it ends in a tie. I do like that because that would be funny if the Super Bowl really did end in a tie, because of some sort of. I mean, I know Phil, you're no stranger to major football games being interrupted by superhero stuff, having been an extra in the Dark Knight Returns, or Dark Knight, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we could just move on from.
Yeah, I mean the story. It just seems so generic. The football part. It seems like you could have plugged in almost any superheroes in that scene, and it could have, with a little tweaking, you could have did basically anybody there.
That I think you're absolutely right. You hit on it. It was just a generic story that filled 22 pages, right, and didn't really matter.
I mean, the only personal touch was Guy Gardner was like, "Oh yeah, it was the demon I encountered when I was in a coma." Yeah, that's it.
Back in issue 116. Sorry.
I know. What was that? Was that the 70s or 60s album?
That would have been early to mid 70s, I think.
Oh my god! So hey kids, remember that story from 20 years ago? When this issue was new. Remember 20 years ago?
Now 50 years ago. Oh my god.
All right, so let's get ready for the next ones.
You bet.
Hope you kids aren't burned out on Guy Gardner because we got 3 more.
Hang on, I gotta prep myself here.
Oh Lord, looks like he's gonna whack. I thought it was like a dumb burger. All right. So Guy Gardner, number 5, February 1993. All that glitters is gold. That's right, kids. It's in Vegas. Writers Gerard Jones and Will Jacobs. Penciler, of course, Joe Stanton. Inker Terry Beatty. Colorist Anthony Tollin. Letterer Albert de Guzman. Kevin Dooley, Eddie Berganza. Editors. All right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this synopsis ain't gonna be too big either. Guy heads to Las Vegas to look for Goldface after going through a horse shop, a house of ill repute, and a casino. Then he encounters Pieface and Hal Jordan. Ta-da!
There you go.
That's right. So,
that's it.
I mean, yeah. Guy takes a tour of Vegas. Then Hal and Pie show.
Why? I forget. Why is he called Pieface again?
I think it's an old school
competitive eater.
Oh, no, I think it's an old school racial slur, actually, but I'm not certain of that.
Really? Yeah,
we should just call him Tom.
Yeah, because I was going to say, doesn't he call Hal out on that at some point? I forget.
At some point, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see a Guy looking around Vegas for Goldface, and then of course we get the flashback. The two of them duking it out at that carnival in Green Lantern 19, and then the whole guns thing in Guy Gardner Reborn #1.
I do like Guy Gardner.
Some maniac, right?
I like Guy Gardner going undercover as Carmen Sandiego. That's pretty good. Where in Las Vegas is Guy? What's his middle name again? Danger Gardner? Or is it Fawn? No, Fawn. Guy Fawn Gardner.
And who is he? Is he? Then he conjures himself up that yellow, what was that, cowboy suit?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like
it's more. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like he's like a ranch owner or something.
Yeah.
Looks like the fancy clothes like Woody from Toy Story would wear or something.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm a shopping for a nice filly. What?
Oh yeah, this extended joke on.
Yes, because he went. What was it? There was the Philly Ranch or something. And he thought it was the house of ill repute, but it was actually a horse ranch. Yes,
a horse ranch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
some kind of pervert.
Yeah. And of course, we can get away with these dirty jokes, kids, because it is a world without a Superman.
That's right.
It's all gone to pots.
But then he finds his way to Miss Kitty's corral. Corral with a K, kids, and 2 R's.
Yeah.
Gentleman pay in advance. What if you're not a gentleman? And then he thinks he's getting. Then he thinks he's talking about horses. Nice hindquarters, good teeth.
Yeah. Wait, what? Again? The same joke, just from the other side.
I know. Oh yeah, and it's that same woman from Guy Gardner Reborn #1.
Mm-hmm.
Could pick them up off the street. Yeah.
Hey, what was her name? Tiffany, and now her name's Sally? No, it's, what is it now?
It's Sally now. Tiffany was too trendy.
Too trendy.
She said New York's not safe anymore, so that's why she came to Vegas.
Makes perfect sense.
Then she wanted to know if he got his guns, but she's like, I got a ring. I can make all these guns. What else can it do? It's just about anything, like close this place down. Why'd you want to do that? It's legal here. Look at him. He's ready to shut this place down. It's like, wasn't he the one perusing like the porn shops like every 2 seconds?
In New York, yep.
Yeah. But Las Vegas should be classy. Maybe this is why Las Vegas is more family friendly now, because of what happened. What happened in 1993? Yeah.
Yeah, nobody speaks of the family friendly era of Vegas anymore. It never happened, right?
Or the family friendly Guy Gardner book era, yeah. Because I swear every issue since Reborn, it's like he's it either opens up in like a massage parlor, or now it's like a house of ill repute.
Yeah.
Or he's got some.
I mean, he does threaten to drop a guy out of a building at one point. I guess that's classic old Vegas, So.
Again, Conan, it's America. We can have all the violence we want, but don't you dare let your kids see nudity.
That's right. Just no.
Oh Lord! Then they go to this casino. Guy just kicking bodyguards' butts with his ring.
Yeah.
Basically, trying to act like the redneck James Bond.
Yeah. It's a pretty good metaphor right there.
These guys in the casino, don't you recognize him? It's a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, they put up a yellow shield thinking it's going to keep him out. Oh yeah.
That's a pretty classic moment. It's like,
yeah.
I've got the power of Sinestro, so I'm using evil for good. I can smash right through this.
That's right.
Like you said, he's holding the guy upside down, threatening him, and it's like, Jordan would never do this.
Guy may have some hidden talents that we learn about. I mean, it takes some skill to do what he does with those, power ring generated clippers, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that is a great haircut. I mean, if someone knows a thing or two about haircuts, it's Guy Gardner, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't say you know about haircuts, Matt Conan. And then they're walking through. Oh, and then, all right, are we calling him Tom? Yes. Guy runs into Tom, and he's like, "That's Mr. Kalamaka, did you, Gardner?" There's only one man I like call me that for now.
For the moment, yeah.
Anybody but yes, me.
Bomb.
Jordan. Step away from my friend before I make you step away.
Yeah.
So again, I mean, kind of lots of setup, Still haven't seen.
There's hijinks,
Yeah.
There's.
It's basically like he has a power ring, but all he did was knock around some mob guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh. I guess we're building suspense for that big slugfest next issue.
Yeah, the cover. Yeah, I mean, like the cover teased it, right? They're like, "Don't spoil the last page surprise."
Don't reveal the last page. Yep.
What do you think's going to happen? They're going to bring Superman back in the last page? No,
of course.
I mean, it could have been Batman. You know, be like, "Oh, he's going to punch him in the face now." You know,
one punch.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is a fresh rivalry, I guess. So it's like, yeah, Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any thoughts on this, or should we get to the next one?
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
Next issue.
Matt Kona fell asleep 15 minutes ago.
I'm on to issue 6. Yeah.
All right. Guy Gardner number 6. The cover that makes Will.
I feel like it's 4 a.m. in Las Vegas and I've been losing money all night.
Oh, nice. But yes, the cover that makes Will cry.
That's right. Yeah.
Hal getting punched in the face. Yes. Guy Gardner number 6, March 1993. 2 for the seesaw. I don't know what that means.
I mean, saws have teeth, and it's back and forth, so maybe it's a little play on words. They punch each other in the teeth. I don't know.
But yeah, it looks like the same creative team, but was Terry Beatty on the inks last time? We might have a new inker. Another short synopsis. Guy Gardner challenges Hal Jordan to a fight, but it doesn't end well. So instead, he decides to challenge Hal to a race in an attempt to catch Goldface. Done. All right. So, what do we think of the big payback?
It was very much, I mean, if the 25 was a giant slugfest, which it ran several pages, right? Mm-hmm. This was very much a poor cousin, right? In my opinion.
No.
I mean, yeah, again, the first, 6-7 pages, it's just like the slugfest, and then it's like, oh, I bet I can catch Goldface. well, again, editor's notes, like you said, Will, the first one, I think it's, Hal's like, yeah, Goldface has gotten the best of us both recently, Guy Gardner Reborn number 1 and Green Lantern 28.
Yeah.
Here,
we get more.
Here. That great story. Hey, I know how to work Green Lantern's battery. Okay, stranger, okay, you better not double cross us. It was Green Lantern the whole time.
Shh.
Should have taken a better look at your face. And then, of course, they mentioned 25, blaming me for the humiliation of losing a fight you insisted on. And they mentioned the Super Bowl game, so yes.
Yeah, we get an editor's note for that. And then we get an editor's note. Is it this issue for Goldface's first appearance, or is that next issue?
Let me see. I mean, we see them saying, they both take off. Hal takes off with Tom, and Guy takes off with, is it Sally now? Yeah. Well, I see we mentioned Guy Gardner Reborn again. Yeah, I'm not seeing the thing for Goldface yet, but yeah, they go to that old prospector town, and Guy and Sally fall down that pit.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
I love how Hal just sends Tom in as a busboy. It's like, why didn't Hal just do it?
Gotta involve your
sidekick
cohort somehow. Yeah. Throw him a bone.
Hey, if you get if you get killed, you
he threw him his bone.
It's just like Will. He's just like Little Hellfire calling his shots now.
He gives me his bone. Slow down. We need this for drops.
But yeah, I was just waiting for Hal to say, "Yeah, hi, Pie. If you get killed, you left stipulation in your will that all the money goes to the air taxi business."
Yeah, hopefully.
So, Lord, what is this? When you discovered those bundles addressed to a Hong Kong jewelry importer, I knew that must be the place. After all, Hong Kong is a major conduit for the world's gold.
Everybody knows that. I mean, me and, in fact, Matt and I were just discussing that, over a long business call last week.
Yeah.
He's an importer-exporter. And then Tom's even thinking, he's like, man, Hal's really like bent on like beating Guy Gardner, man.
He's got giant shoulder pads. He's got a giant chip on those shoulder pads. So.
Having your character act out of character, but then having another character comment on that character acting out of character doesn't forgive the fact that the character is acting out of character.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. But,
Do you, I mean, again, this is, it's not a part of the story until, Rebirth, but, Parallax is in there. Is Parallax kind of steam that Guy Gardner's using that yellow ring?
Hey, let's go with that.
Oh, I thought we hated him before, Hal, but he's using my color now.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know how to use that ring half the time.
Yeah, I wonder what happens to that ring.
I'm trying to remember. Does Hal destroy it or something in
Emerald Twilight? I don't know.
There's like an aftermath issue of Guy Gardner of Emerald Twilight. So probably. Because I know, he has to get rid of that ring at some point. Or no, is it the story before? I don't know, but he loses that ring somehow.
Yeah.
But here's getting it.
He probably just shakes hands with some, dude, and it just gets it lifted right off his hand. Because, that would never happen.
Or he meets Vladimir Putin, and Putin has to try it on, and then he just is too intimidated by him, so he won't get it back. Which is a real-life thing that happened to the owner of the six-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, Robert Kraft.
I did.
He's got in trouble for other hand-related things too, but that involved his hand. Hey, this is the football episode. I can mention that.
Well, that's what I forgot. That's what I was going to say. And in that Super Bowl issue, I was going to say, what team was it that the Demon was drawing power from? Well, any team Tom Brady's on.
Well, I think the team that was in the Super Bowl was called the Maroons. I think that the Buccaneers, who won the Super Bowl last year, led by Tom Brady, were maroon kind of.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's in Tampa Bay. He's Lilith Hellfire's problem now.
She's got a Brady jersey, doesn't she? Yeah.
I think.
Cut me,
bro. Let's see. Is this one of the guys Goldface had standing around like in that Green Lantern 26 through 28? Will?
I think so. I think so.
Looks like a giant robot. He's like, "I'll get you from Mr. Goldface."
Yeah. Yeah, could we get a little biography of him in a later issue, right?
Yes.
The breakdown of the three goons, courteous of the Guardians, right?
And then the Prospector was wearing a mask, all Scooby-Doo style.
Yeah.
And he got Guy's ring.
I was seriously shaking my head at that, going, "You got to be kidding me. Really?"
Shook his hand and took his ring.
He took his ring right off his hand.
And Guy's like, "You know what could make this worse? Is if Jordan steals my glory."
Yeah.
But next issue it says, Guy winning isn't as good as gold. All right, so what do we think of this one?
This was kind of just what happened between the beginning and the end. There wasn't much really. There's not much here.
Very middle story, yes.
Supposed to be the most exciting part, or a really exciting part, but it was kind of just.
Again, except for that like big robot looking guy for those couple pages. I mean, again, there's nothing in here that Guy couldn't have taken care of with or without a ring. I mean, the fight they had without rings was more exciting than the one they just had with rings in this issue.
Yeah. And Guy Gardner, he has a bit of an unfair advantage with the yellow projecting ring. So the revenge is not, it's not satisfactory because different kind of fight.
Oh yeah. So anything else, or should we get to the last one?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Let's get to it.
Alright. All right, Guy Gardner, number 7, April 1993. Looks like the same team as last time. Title, Mexicali Gold. So, okay, this is the best synopsis yet. Guy takes on Goldface after beating Hal Jordan in a race.
Was it like the wacky races? Remember those?
Yeah.
What, the three-legged race?
Yeah. No, the wacky racers. It had all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Like the Speed Buggy, and all those guys racing. And some,
Go Guy Gardner, go Guy Gardner, go Guy Gardner, go. Just it opens up with Hal like beating these two, that prospector, whoever he is, under that mask, and that woman, his red mask, trying to protect Sally. And don't be breaking the law.
There's one thing that I did kind of like in here, which was Guy controlling the rings, or at least blocking the ring remotely.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought I agreed, and I like the way that they conveyed it too, like that it was taking it out of him, because it takes a lot of mental fortitude to be able to do that, and by doing so, he kind of inadvertently turns all those goons on each other. They're kind of arguing, and Goldface is like, "Well, I think I can do it." Nobody really trusts him with this ruse that he's trying to. That he said he will join them and stuff. So, yeah, that was cool.
And then we get to see Hal and Tom still on the trail. Oh, here's your editor's note, Will. Because Hal's like, I know my foe, Goldface. Back when he was just Keith, Kenyon first developed his gold aura from the highly ionized gold molecules found in seawater, which was Green Lantern, 38 from 1965.
Score! Best editor's note ever. At this point, that editor's note is referring to a comic that is 56 years old.
Yeah. If any of you kids who spent $1.50 on this issue want to go drop $150 to get this editor's note,
don't get ahead of yourself, Matt Cody. This was only $1.25.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
You hit the
maybe when I was getting the change out of my pocket, a quarter fell and slid under the candy rack, and I couldn't get to it. So,
Here, another quarter. Oh, okay, I'll give you Guy Gardner 6 to go along with this 7. Say,
darn you, Guy Gardner. Darn you to heck. Sorry.
And then Hal calls the Guardians for info on Goldface's friends. The prospector was Repo.
I always liked it when the Ring would just answer. It has this database, it has an AI. The Guardians would be like, "What are you calling me for? I got big stuff to worry about, not a rap sheet."
I know, what was it? Didn't the Rings used to talk, and then after Rebirth they talk again? So I don't know why they don't talk at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
What issue was it? I swear someone asked Kyle Rayner the one time, where it was like, "Oh, why don't you ask your Ring?" And he's like, "I don't know. I never tried to talk to my Ring before." Forget what story that is.
Well, and they even, Guy talks to his, and it answers in Oregarian, I guess.
Yeah.
Or, whatever Sinestro's language is.
I mean, it makes sense for Sinestro because, Hal Jordan and them don't know that language, so it's like...
Yeah.
But yes, the prospector was Repo, an interstellar collection agent. And the woman was Jocasta, a sadistic assassin and spy. And then the big robot-looking guy was Piston. Oh yeah, he was in that story. Piston. Extremely powerful, but can be defeated with great force. Or with the slightest cleverness. Poor guy. Poor guy.
Kind of dumb.
I mean, a Guardian's dumping on him, so, come on, man.
And then some guy starts shooting at Hal and Tom. Oh, Guy Gardner finally found Goldface because he got taken captive. Goldface, let me see if I get this straight. In exchange for your worthless hide, you propose to train us in the proper use of your ring. Ugh.
No, he wants to join him, and I'm going to kill my girlfriend to prove it. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, another editor's note, Will. Goldface. Perhaps you're right, Mr. Gardner. The last time I trusted you, the universe was almost destroyed. Green Lantern 199.
Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah.
In the middle of Crisis on Infinite Earth, yeah, Guy Gardner led Goldface and a bunch of criminals in the antimatter universe here.
Yep. We're digging deep, aren't we?
You think the Guardians are still kicking themselves? Because I mean, Guy Gardner was still in his coma, and they woke him up to take on that mission. It's like, oh god, he's still causing trouble.
Yeah, what were we thinking?
We thought maybe he would have saved the day, and got killed off in court. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the goons are, and then eventually Goldface tries to use the ring. Oh lord. Oh, more editor's notes, Will.
Yeah, there were a lot in this issue.
Yeah, Goldface. For wasn't it I who created my elixir of invulnerability? Green Lantern 38. And also,
from 1965.
That's right. And this indestructible suit of armor. Green Lantern 48 from 1966. But yeah, Goldface tries to shoot him with the ring, and yes, Guy uses his willpower again to stop the beam, but I think it knocks him out. They said, you have to pass another test if you want to live. Ring the life from your friend here. Meaning Sally.
I missed something here. He put her in stasis. How did he put her in stasis? Just using the ring remotely? Is that what we're supposed to think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a Vulcan neck pinch or something? Maybe is that what knocked him out because he was trying to do too much with that ring remotely? I just love how he's in his brains because all Goldface's men are dressed in yellow, so he picks up a tree and hits them with it.
Yeah.
Log.
You can't hit us. You can't hurt us. We're wearing yellow. No, but I can pick up this tree and I can whack you whack the heck out of you.
I love Tom. He's like, are you letting this kid be a little too personal? Personal? Are you suggesting that I would allow my personal feelings toward Gardner to interfere? How? Saying what? You think I would let my personal feelings interfere with my duty to the core? Get back to me get back to me by issue 48, people.
11 issues away? Yeah. About 11 months. We'll revisit that.
Yeah. About the fall, kids. Yeah. In September. Yeah, let me know. Oh, Lord. And then Hal sends in a energy figure of himself.
That was a clever usage of the ring, making an energy projection of himself as a distraction. I don't know if I recall seeing that before, but
I swear he made the projection look bigger than him, though.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Buffed himself up a little.
Yeah.
Got to impress Gardner, right?
Whoa.
I mean, it's how you see yourself, That's why we're always horrified to hear
our voices.
Our voice on an answering machine or something. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I sound like James Earl Jones. Oh, that guy tricks that Goldface into shooting the machinery. The gold? Yeah. Was that the gold-making machinery? I love it. Guys like, we could capture the Goldface mob. And how? Just dumb luck. I would have nabbed him myself if it hadn't been for you meddling Gardner.
That's right.
Again, it's like
get off my lawn.
It's like a Scooby-Doo episode with power rings, man. But yeah, so Hal said he's going to take Goldface to Oa, and then Guy's like, forget about it. Forget about it. Guilty of assault, abduction, extortion, you name it. Plenty of good old American crime.
Yeah.
Let it be in court. This trial's going to make Gaudies look like People's Court. And Sally finally wakes up. Oh, Lord. But But Tom's like, yeah, look, he used his brain as well as his fist. How? Yeah, I know. I guess that makes me feel better, but don't you even think of writing this up in your Green Lantern case book. So then, Guy's taking, I guess, Goldface and his guys into custody, and he's flying off into the sun, literally off into the sunset with Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Happy ending. Until next time. Because who did he screw over in Reborn?
I wonder.
Novo's back.
Yes, frag you. That's the last word in the issue.
Frag me,
Yeah.
frag you. All right, so what do we think?
I don't know. It was all right. It was kind of entertaining. I like that they diverted they diverted the story so and then met up again. You know, it had some comedy and some levity. It was, I think we already kind of discussed that it was a little bit out of character for Hal Jordan in some regards, but to have Guy Gardner get to Goldface first by route of getting captured was kind of funny. I don't know.
I mean,
overall, it was all right.
I think we get a new team. What is it? Issue 11, I think, is it Chuck Dixon takes over and gets a little more serious. I don't know if, do you guys think, at least on the Guy Gardner book, did Jones rely a little too much on humor? Is it too much humor?
I think so. I mean, yeah, I really do. It's. I mean, and the art, I think, helps sell the humor because Staton is such a great kind of caricaturist. I mean, and he knows how to tell a story, but it feels a little over the top to me.
Yeah.
I guess he wanted them to be each book to be their own flavor, like Mosaic's the cerebral one, this is the humor, and then I guess the
main one is the vanilla one.
Just like the superhero, like the straight up superhero the thing of the time, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, for the time that this came out, 1993, Beavis and Butthead is sort of hitting its stride, and Howard Stern, Private Parts, is like a big bestseller. So Guy Gardner's got to be cutting edge. He's got to do some funny, controversial stuff. So it makes sense that they're kind of leaning into it, trying to be a little bit different. So,
well, I guess
they're very niche, but yeah.
I guess they're kind of leaning into the whole Guy Gardner as,
stupid
comic buffoon, that was established in Justice League.
Yeah.
Because he was very not buffoonish, when the Guardians woke him up. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the approach that was taken, history has probably borne out that it maybe wasn't the best approach for all three titles, but
yeah,
it's what we had at the time, right?
Yep. All right, so should we get out of here?
Yeah.
All right. Hate to do this to you guys, but next week, Guy Gardner, 8 through 10. But then the 3 weeks after that are all Hal Jordan. So,
yay!
Yeah.
As we approach ever closer to Emerald Twilight.
Oh, yeah. Because next week, Guy Gardner 8 through 10. In 2 weeks, Green Lantern 38 and 39. That's an Adam Strange story.
Mm-hmm.
Then in 3 weeks, Green Lantern 40 through 42. The Barry Allen. And then, the Predator and Deathstroke, the Terminator. And the week after that, Green Lantern 43, and then Green Lantern Annual 2, the Bloodlines one.
Ooh, yeah, because that was such an important event. It did give us Hitman.
No, gave us Nightblade. How'd see? Now you feel bad about mocking it, Will?
No. Yes, so bad.
Everyone remembers Nightblade. All right, so yes, kids. So send your thoughts on the Guy Gardners, on the Hal Jordans, the Green Lantern Funkos. Thank you for the 1 minute of feedback, Lilith Hellfire.
Funko feedback with love should be a new segment.
Oh, I thought we'd be like, man, I don't care if it's Green Lantern or not. Yeah, send us Funko feedback every week. Yes. All right, kids. Yeah. Email us, Capes and Lunatics. Hey, demand the Little Hellfire sends Funko feedback every week. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all the social medias for all the shows, links to this YouTube channel, links to the Patreon, links to merch, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember, support all things Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com. Go check out the Southgate Media Group Patreon. A lot of free and paid content there. And then go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital paperback. Pick that up on Amazon. And when you go on Amazon for that book, for that Green Lantern 3-pack of Funkos, anything, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that man who never wins in Vegas, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. I get so much right.
All right, Matt Kona, where can people find you sleeping and awake?
Soundly sleeping at Matt Kona. MATTKONAZZZZZ.
That'd be funny if that was your new handle. See, kids, he can even...
I should. Maybe I'll make it for this week. We'll see.
Oh, and then just put a picture of you with your eyes closed. Oh, see, kids, he can plug even while sleeping.
The yin to Darkhawk's yang. He gives me his bone.
All right, Will Allred, where can people find you? And I hear you. Issue 2 of Crossover Division is coming.
That's right. You can go to crossoverdivision.com and find out all about Crossover Division, which number 2 is currently on Kickstarter, and we are about 2 weeks. It still has 2 weeks left on the campaign, and we're about 90% funded. So thanks, everybody. And that's pretty awesome. And then I'll also have Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com with art by Gene Gonzalez. It's a pretty awesome little book. And finally, for those with discerning cosmic tastes, there's the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org for all of your quasar informational needs.
I'll put it in my navel.
It's just a little sent feedback. I'll play one of her favorite drops.
Hey, you boys, you looking to party? I love to party.
Alright. Thank you for joining us, kids. Come back in 1 week for Guy Gardner 8 through 10. The main man will be here. So be here or frag y'all. Like I said, 3 weeks after that, we'll be a very happy man. On to Howard Jordan. Before his untimely fate.
It's almost the last, isn't it?
Don't worry, he'll drop 5 from time to time. Alright, kids, come back and remember, the house always wins.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are 2 of the many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
So just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week. Up,
and away.